Hello, Potato. Sunday was Star Wars Day, but today it's the Revenge of the Sixth. Also, depending on what you did yesterday, the Revenge of Too Many Margaritas at Dinner. Yes, it is May the 6th, or at least it is when this video comes out. When you're watching it, I don't know, but it's May the 6th when I am, or at least when I am as of the release of this video. And some people like to go with Revenge of the 5th, and I think it's because, they think it sounds better. 5th, Sith, more of a rhyme. I do not do Revenge of the 5th for two reasons. First off, being 6th is actually much closer to the word Sith. You just have to take out a letter and you have Sith. As for 5th to Sith, while it sounds closer, you have to change 2 letters. You have to remove 2 and swap in a third. So you're actually changing 3 letters, as were Revenge of the 6th to Revenge of the Sith, just remove a single letter. The second reason, and probably the more important one, is, at least here in the US, the 5th of May is Cinco de Mayo, which is its own thing and should be allowed to be its own thing and doesn't need to share its day with Star Wars. It's Cinco de Mayo is a day for drinking, not for watching Star Wars stuff. So yeah, that's why we do Revenge of the 6th here at Void of Intelligence. And for the Revenge of the 6th, I thought it would be a good time to take one more shot at Star Wars Doorables Galaxy Peak Series 3. Got 3 more cargo containers to open up and hopefully, probably not complete the collection. I think that's unreasonable. I need less than 9 figures to finish it, but... Or actually, no, there's more than 3 figures. There's, what, 4 in each of these? Certainly less than 12 figures to finish this. But the chance of getting those figures in these 3 boxes is pretty small. I realized a couple things while setting up for this video. First of all, that you not only can stack these cargo containers, you can stack them like that, kind of make a little display thing. Now that's it, it's not super stable, it's very back heavy. Because of the way these are constructed, that's not really holding the weight very well. So like, if I went any higher than this, I'm sure it would fall over. And also you can see the characters don't necessarily fit in there super well. But the other thing I realized is that these actually have like display in them. If you look in there, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but there's like little hallway and stuff in there. I think these are meant to actually be used for display. So it's kind of a shame they don't hook together on the sides too, like this way, because you can make it much more stable if you went sideways and up. And maybe display your mini peaks. So these are like legitimately better in every possible way than the Death Stars were, because yeah, these are they're stable. You can use them for display. You can stack them. I really hope that if we get a Section 4, a Series 4, that they'll continue with this kind of thing instead of going back to the Death Stars. Now that's of course assuming we get a Series 4. Another reason to do this video now is that these may become prohibitively expensive in the very near future. So, I guess make hay while the sun is shining, enjoy ourselves while we can. Oh, the other thing I realized that wasn't about the case is that there's like no villains in this collection. I mean, I suppose you can argue things about the characters from the Acolyte, but like the only villainous characters we really have in this are May and Orson Krennic. I would argue that youngling Reva, even if you think she's a villain later, she's certainly not a villain at that point. And again, you can make arguments about whether or not May is really a villain or not, and then you can also make arguments about Saul and Kelnaka, but I don't mean they're Jedi. Also, it's very Jedi heavy. It's a lot of Jedi in this set. But yeah, no Vader. I'm really surprised, we got all these characters from the Acolyte. We didn't get Khmer. We didn't get the actual villain of the show. Didn't get a minifigure, a Doorable. So what do we still need here? We need, or at least who are we missing? I mean, need is not, I want to get Akbar. I want to get K2SO. I'm not super concerned about like Force Ghost Rey or Vader. I think we have everybody else on this page. That's 4 on that page that we need. And then we need Orson Krennic. I'd like to get him just to finish off the Andor characters. We got Baby Reva, which, I guess I want her because she's like an ultra rare, but... So yeah, we need like 6 more characters. So we're almost done. We have twice as many figures in these boxes. to what we actually need to finish the collection. Now, of course, again, the chances of getting all 6 of those figures in these 3 boxes is infinitesimally small. You'd have to definitely be a Force user to do that. So, but if we get, if we get a couple, if we can get, I mean, my priorities are probably K2SO and Akbar. Those are the 2 that I would want to get the most. Anybody else after that is gravy. So let's open these cargo containers and see who we get today for the follow-up to Star Wars Day, Revenge of the Sixth. And start the landfill pile off to the side there. Crack open the container. Yeah, I did not notice to this point that these actually had like little diorama set up in them, which is pretty cool. All right. So who do we have here? We have, that can go in the rubbish pile too. Number 16. Number 1, I think that's the dupe. I'm sure we have number 1 already. Number 9, or number 60, it's number 9. And number 12. So I think 16 is probably the only one in this that's going to be a rare, not an ultra rare, but a rare. Is that the terminology, or is it uncommon and rare? What do they call these? It's rare and ultra rare. Okay, I was right. Because some of these kind of collections will call them like uncommon and then rare, as opposed to rare and ultra rare, and it's all silly, isn't it? It's all absolutely silly. Let's open up number 1. See what we got. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a duplicate, and it is. It is Yoda. He's already hanging out at the back there. Don't recall there being anything wrong with him, so we didn't really need a replacement or an additional one. So we can go over here, and I'm sure we'll have people joining him very shortly. I didn't bring out the other duplicates because I figured, why bother? I also didn't bring out the other 2 series because that's a lot of figures, and I'm sure these are all going to fall over before we're done. Number 9 is the duplicate Porg. Now, there are some characters that I don't mind necessarily getting duplicates of, stormtroopers and stuff like that. Battle droids, if there were any, but there haven't been any battle droids, have there? No super battle droids, no battle droids, no droidecas. So, the characters that you normally would have multiple of in a film or series. And I think the Porg fits that, so I don't mind that. You can actually go here with your other Porg and start a little Porg army. I don't mind getting duplicate Porgs. If we're going to have dupes, Porg is who I'd want to have a duplicate of. I think it's Omen I want to have a duplicate of. I guess K2SO, because it doesn't necessarily look like a specific... There's no markings on them that make them specifically K2SO as opposed to any other security droid. Next up is number 12, and it's Force Ray. So it is one we needed. I mean, also one we didn't have. Need is an argument. And again, I'm not, as I've mentioned in the other videos, I think these are kind of cool. I don't like that there's like this injection bubble in their heads. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah, you can see there's or I can see there's like a little, like an air bubble inside of her head, and you can see that on all of them. And I'm sure that's probably on all of these, but you can't see them because they're not semi-transparent like this is. But it does mean the only of these Force Ghost ones we now don't have is Vader. And she was a common, so yes. So 12 was a common, so 16. I think this is going to be a rare. Not an ultra rare, but a rare. It's a spindly one. It could be K2SO. It is. It's K2SO, yes. We got one of our priorities. Yay. And take a look at them. So you could have multiple of these. I don't think these necessarily specifically has to be K2SO. This could be any of those types of droids. I don't think... Because we see one of these in the first season of Andor as well. It's what captures him to start the prison show portion of the series. The sculpt on it, and again, looking at this, I can see now why they haven't done battle droids. The sculpt on this is not great. It's too spindly. Everybody else is kind of chunky. This is a little spindly. It's the sculpt on it is not super good. It's not bad, but this feels, of this whole collection, this feels the most like something I'd get like out of a capsule machine than anything else. Oh, also it doesn't stand up. That's a definite problem. Yeah. Well, we're going to lay you down over here. Actually, we'll lay you over here by Andor. Still, we got it. We've got it. It's 2 of the ones we needed out of the, 6 out of 1 box. I got no complaints. Well, I mean, I guess I do have a complaint in that K2SO doesn't actually stand up. I suppose that is a complaint. But, so that's a little disappointing. That's one of the ones I wanted. And if I were to display these, he wouldn't be able to be in it, or have to like put some earthquake wax on him or something. Something to hold him up, keep him upright, not have him falling all over the place. There we go. Landfill pile. Next up is number 5. Ooh, this is a chunky one. Number 18. So that's gonna be another rare because K2SO was a rare. Ray was a common. Porg is a Porg. It's common. And then Yoda, I think, was also a common, right? Yeah, Yoda is a common as well. So that's going to be a rare there. Next up is number 9 again. Was that the Porg? I didn't mind the Porg. I know I said that. 23, that's going to be an ultra rare. That's going to be an ultra rare. I'm going to guess Baby Reva. Is Baby Reva an ultra rare? Baby Reva is an ultra rare. So I'm guessing Baby Reva because it's very chunky feeling. So we know that's a duplicate because we already got it. I'm pretty sure that's the Porg. The other ones, I don't know. What do we have here? Number 5 is another Osha. Osha is a common. So put you over there with Yoda. Did your hair feel like that on the other one? Yeah, the hair just has a, I mean, because of her hair in the show, the hair has a very interesting kind of rough texture to it. Oh, do these have holes in the bottom? You know, if these have holes in them, they do. So this does have a little hole to put a stand in. Do they make stands for this? I know, like, you know, for the itty bitty pops, they have like little diorama backgrounds you can put them in. They should have put the little spiky things in here and make them stand up inside the display boxes. If that was the intent, and I assume from the background it was. But very rough, like almost like a nail file kind of a texture on the hair. But yeah, I didn't need another one of her, so you can go stand over here with Master Yoda and argue about the morality of the Jedi. Number 9, I think there's another Porg. And yep, it's another Porg. So we got 2 dupes, but that's fine. Like I said, if there's something you're gonna army build with, Porgs are probably the best thing in Series 3. Number 18 is, oh, it's Force Vader, so that gives us all the Force ones now, right? Yeah, there's 5 of them. We got Vader, so Vader was a rare? I said that at the beginning, didn't I? Yeah, Vader is a rare. I said that at the beginning of the video when I was looking through like what we still needed. So we've got 3 of the, 6 that we needed. And if this is Baby Reva, that's going to give us 4. Number 23 is going to be an ultra rare. And it is Baby Reva. I like the way this one's done. I like the helmet. They've done a good job, I think, with the helmet on this one. I think it is actually part of the same head sculpt. I don't see a seam in there. Do you see a seam? I think the helmet is actually a mold to the hair. That's nice. Got a little lightsaber. As far as we didn't get an adult Reva as well. There wasn't one in the earlier series. Was there one in Series 2 or Series 1? I mean, there's ones I never got out of those series, so it's possible, if there was a Reva before, that I just didn't get her. But that's 4, so there's only 2 more we need to finish the set. It's Akbar and Krennic. If we get Akbar and Krennic, I think that's it. If we don't, I'm disappointed because Akbar is one of the ones I wanted. More so than Krennic. Certainly more so than Force Rey or Force Vader or even Baby Reva. But did my ability to manipulate the Force help us find a full collection? Because I don't think I'm going to do any more of these. I think at this point, I'm only missing 2 from the series. The chances of finding them, it's going to be just the whole KFC situation all over again of me buying 5 or 6 more of these things and getting the same ones over and over and not getting the double down. I never did actually finish that series. I got the double down, which is what I was after. But there were parts I never got any of the moving moments ones. You know, I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of blind boxes, which you could argue like, well, why do you buy so many? It's the gambling mechanics. This is what I do instead of going to casinos. But hey, at least at the end of the day, when I walk out of the casino, I have nothing. And when I'm done with this, I have a pile of landfill at least. So number 8, number 14, number 7, and number 16. So I think 16 is going to be. So we don't have anything that's ultra rare. Definitely, I think the 16 is rare. I think that's crossing the rare level. But let's start with number 7, and it is Krennic, Orson Krennic. So that means the only character we didn't get is Admiral Ackbar. Actually, I don't remember the numbers. I don't remember if these are ones I already have or not. Everybody's falling over now. That is, I guess, an issue with Reva, as she's very top-heavy from that giant helmet. To Orson Krennic, he looks very bored, doesn't he? Something I like about Andor's. I like that we're just seeing the boring bureaucracy behind the Empire. It's just a bunch of soulless bureaucrats all trying to either just collect a paycheck or climb the ranks. It's very realistic. Number 8. It's it. We got the series. We're done. Ackbar. That was it. That's the last one we need. We got the full. So this is the first one of these Galaxy Peaks that have actually got the whole collection on. There he is. It's not a trap. We actually got the whole series. That's a weird thing he's doing with his hand there. I get what he's doing. It looks weird on a figure. Nicely sculpted, nicely painted. As where Krennic just looks bored. Actually, look, if you can see, I don't know if you can get it clearly on the camera, but his eyes are like partially closed. Like you can see lids there. He's like not even fully, like his eyes aren't even closed. He's just looking in absolute disdain. They've captured a really good expression on that one. He looks a little upset. Probably suspects that there may be a trap ahead. Nice eyes, nice paint job. Not seeing any bleed. So that's it. We've got the whole series. We've got the whole series. We got 2 more Porgs, which is cool. Which means these 2 are going to be dupes then. So what are these? I guess we'll finish it up. 14 is Yaddle again. Okay, well, I like Yaddle. It's just cool that they have Yaddle. You can go hang over here with Yoda. And then number 16 is another K2SO. Do you stand up better than the first one? You do. I guess the one I said that I wouldn't mind us having duplicates of, because you could sort of army build with droids. Okay, so it's not a defect in the design of the character, it's a defect in this particular character, because this one stands up. All right, well, we're going to replace you then. And you can go over here in the scrap heap as a defective droid. So that's it, the whole series. So since I do have the whole series, who's my favorite? I think K2SO is definitely the tallest. Maybe Ki-Adi-Mundi. Now that's not what you have to do with favorite. We're tallest guys here. Yeah, Ki-Adi-Mundi is definitely taller than Kelnaka, but just a little bit. What about? Yeah, a little bit taller. A little bit taller than K2SO. Just a tiny bit, because it's got that massive dome on Ki-Adi-Mundi. Who do I like the best, though? I mean, I wanted Ackbar and K2SO, and of course we didn't find them until the very last episode of this. I don't know, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. I mean, they're all nice. I mean, I will say I'm a little disappointed in the Force Ghost clear ones. I feel like there's characters. I mean, I know it's easier just to reuse previous sculpts to do these, because this is the Collection 1 sculpt of Vader. So I get that it's definitely easier just to reuse that sculpt and put different vinyl in there. But, I mean, we don't have Khmer from Acolyte. We don't really have any any other just kind of straight villain characters here. We have May, who's definitely a bad guy at that point. We have Krennic, who is, again, definitely a bad guy, but not like your lightsaber wielding one. More of your very much more realistic political villain. I guess Yaddle. I guess Yaddle's my favorite because they made a Yaddle figure. Yaddle does not get the attention she deserves, so I'm glad to see Yaddle get a little Doorables love, and she's well done. Got her little, I mean, the lightsabers, particularly on them, look like lollipops, but hey. I guess technically you shouldn't, well, I guess probably, is Reva's lightsaber, because she'd have been, no, I guess, no, she'd have been bigger than Yaddle. Even as a child, she'd be, so should her lightsaber be smaller, but, like, do they have child-sized ones? I mean, they must have child-sized ones. You can't expect a child to wield a full-on, like, 4-foot-long blade. So I'm saying Yaddle's probably my favorite. Least favorite's going to just be a tie for all the Force Ghost, Power of the Force, clear ones. There's not a name on here of what they're supposed to be. But we have the whole series, don't we? Am I missing anybody? Huh, I don't think we are. That's pretty cool. I'd love to actually finish one of these series. I don't think I've finished any of these little blind box series ever in my life. And now I have. And I guess now I can die happy. So yeah, favorite is Yaddle. Least favorite is a tie for all of these. Does Vader have Vader has the air bubble too. You can't see it as well on him though, because the red is like a little darker. Well, I guess his helmet's a little thicker. But yeah, there's that bubbles in there. The Force Ghosty ones, because one, it's lazy. Two, your molding process, your injection process leaves an air bubble in the center of them that we can see on there. So the 5 of them are a tie for least favorite. Yaddle's most favorite. Porg is probably cutest. And Akbar and Nun together. I mean, I can't go wrong with that. All right, well, that finishes it up. That finishes up Star Wars Doorables Galaxy Peak Series 3. We never need to revisit this collection again. Hooray. I guess maybe sometimes the Sith can be generous. But what do you think? What is your favorite character out of this collection? What is your least favorite character? What do you think about these, them reusing the old molds to create new figures rather than create new figures? Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? Let me know in the comments below. But I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.